Bonnie Bojen Jennings is a poet and novelist whose delightfully imaginative and thought-provoking, soul-searching works have garnered awards worldwide. She lives in the piney woods of Texas with her 4 cats, 2 dogs, and family nearby. Catherine Dubois, Odyssey to Enchantment.
The more than interesting circumstances which brought Eleanor to visit me one stormy night tell the tale that unfolded into Cat Dubois' Odyssey to Enchantment. It was early fall, and the first chill came that evening as the sheets of rain fell. Cat stared out the back windows, simply mesmerized by the shears of wind and rain. She was cold, lonely, and worried. The dreaded fears of the future somehow aligned themselves with the deluge of water, and her life was slipping away like the rain that ran off into the creek. Cat's tears could have filled that stream that sat next to the eerie woods behind her home. She prayed all the prayers that anyone could. Her hope dimmed like the candles that burned next to her. Just then, the electricity went out. A transformer must have been hit. She threw a log into the fireplace and poured another glass of Cabernet.
Kaboom! The bolts were over her home. Flashes of lights were all around. The electric sky put on a show. A limb snapped in the woods. Wrapping a blanket around herself, she watched outside. She took another sip of the red, warming wine as she started to turn away. Something caught her attention. Something unusual was going on back there.
"What's that?" Cat whispered. There were swirling leaves and lights in the middle of her focus. What the hell? She intently stared now. The stirring of wind, leaves, and sparks 20 feet from where she stood caused her to stand back. She came forward and looked again. "There is a woman," Cat gasped. Eleanor's feet touched the ground in the middle of the puddles. Kabooms popped. Her hand grasped an umbrella. The woman didn't seem a bit concerned about the conditions. She simply walked above the water towards the back porch. There, she shook the umbrella out, then set it by the back door as it opened mysteriously, and said with a posh accent, "Put some tea on, dear. We have work to do." Cat's mouth dropped open. She said, "Okay." She couldn't decide if this event was good or evil. Although the woman was eccentric, and that character trait Cat felt compelled to entertain. She was a bit wary of the English woman. Strangely, she hadn't rung the front doorbell, nor knocked like regular people do. She just appeared. "Oh, Lord, I've lost my mind," Cat thought.
The plump woman said to Cat in an old English brogue, while standing at the back door, "Dear, if you're going to fight devils, you will need help, supernatural help. Never fight them alone. She straightened out her clothes, walked inside and looked for the couch. On it, she plopped. Get your pen and pad of paper. You're going to write a story, and I'm going to help you.
Cat, having few words, said, "All right, I will get them, and the tea. What type of tea do you prefer?"
My own. And from her tote, the woman brought out her stash of herbal delights. Here, smell this one. Get a cup for yourself as well, dear.
"Okay," Cat replied. After all, how does one say no to a delusion that has manifested? And so, Cat sat 2 teacups down on the coffee table. She looked at the woman and paused before speaking. Then said, "By the way, my name is Cat Dubois. What's yours?"
With a radiantly warm smile, the woman said, "Finally, we get to meet. I am Eleanor, Miss Catherine Dubois. Oh, for 500 years I've waited for this moment. Welcome into the story of Cat Dubois, Odyssey to Enchantment by Bonnie Jennings."